What's up guys, JV2017 here, and today I wanted to provide an updated timeline for all that is coming to Fallout 4. Fortunately, we still have a lot to look forward to with this game, but Bethesda doesn't give us concrete release dates until they know it's done. While I think that's generally a good thing, so we don't get disappointed by delays, it still has the community wondering when the heck they're going to see this new content. So in this video, we're going to take a look at the updated timeline, which was shared by Todd Howard in an interview back in February. Some of you might recognize the interview, which is linked in the description below for you to check out, because I made a video already on it back when it was new, when it first was released. Since then, we've had a DLC come out and Automatron, one coming literally 2 days from now with Wasteland Workshop, and also we have the survival mode beta. So I think it's time and it's appropriate to revisit the timeline to see where we are and when we can expect this new content. Starting us off, the new survival mode is currently in beta on PC only, and Todd shared in his interview that the plan was to have it in beta on PC first so they could collect player feedback and refine the mode as much as possible. And once they're happy with it, which he says may take a full month from the start of the beta, they'll release it on consoles. So, we know that the beta on Steam released on March 29th, which was almost 2 weeks ago now. That means that we have potentially another 2 to 3 weeks of survival mode beta on PC. Also, it's important to keep in mind that the survival mode is, for all intents and purposes, the same thing as Update 1.5. The reason I'm making this distinction is that Bethesda has been doing betas on PC for their upcoming updates for Fallout 4 since release, I believe, so it's not surprising that they're doing it this way. Additionally, updates have typically come out at the start of each month, which means that Update 1.5 was due for release around the 1st of April. And obviously, it didn't come out. We don't have it yet. We're still waiting on it. However, it makes sense that we're overdue because we have these two DLCs that they're releasing only 3 weeks apart. First, we have Automatron, then, Wasteland Workshop. They're only 3 weeks apart, which is interesting. Main takeaway here is that the survival mode could still be in beta until the end of April, but it will be officially out on all platforms once Update 1.5 releases. Now we're looking at the creation kit for PC and mods coming to consoles. In the interview, Todd says that the goal for official mod support through the creation kit on PC was between the first two DLCs. Automatron released on March 22nd of last month, and Wasteland Workshop is releasing on Tuesday, April 12th this next week, coming up right here. So we know that they pretty much missed their goal unless the creation kit magically releases tomorrow on April 11th, which it very well could, but I doubt it. After stating that goal, he does go on to say that it'll go up on that time on PC in April. So I believe we should expect the creation kit, or GEC if you want to call it that, to be available on PC by the end of this month at the latest. Honestly, I think it depends on when Update 1.5 comes out for survival mode. It makes the most sense to me, judging on how Bethesda has released things so far, that their creation kit would release with an official update, like Update 1.6. Now, it could mean that they're holding back and releasing both survival mode and the creation kit in the same update. However, if not, worst case is that the longer it takes to release survival mode, the longer it will take for creation kit to come out. And unfortunately, mods on consoles are the furthest away according to Todd's timeline. Their goal is to have the mod support on PC first and make sure it's working. Once that's done, he said it should be a good month before it hits Xbox One and another month for PS4. So, worst case scenario here, based on Todd's words, the creation kit doesn't arrive until the end of this month or maybe even early May. That means Xbox One may not see console mods until June, and the PS4 won't have them until July. There's really no telling what kind of behind-the-scenes preparation is going on right now to make sure that these systems are working and fully functional, but we can tell that it's going to take some time. Not to mention, a full-length DLC in Far Harbor, which features their largest landmass in a DLC so far, is due sometime in May. Luckily, Wasteland Workshop is releasing early in this month in April, which hopefully means that we'll see Far Harbor sooner than later in May. So that was a lot of information to digest. I'm going to go ahead and recap everything for you guys and give you the timeline point by point, best case and worst case scenario. First is survival mode with Update 1.5 out on all consoles, all platforms, should be due by the end of April, and I think that's pretty much guaranteed, and the best case is that it's sooner rather than later. Next, creation kit on the PC, which is the official mod support, should be due by the end of April, and I think that's really tentative. At best, it should be by the end of April. Worst case, it gets pushed into May. Next up, mod support on Xbox One should be due by the end of May or early June, tentatively at the best. I say tentative because it really depends on the creation kit coming out on PC and also the survival mode to a certain degree, in my opinion. So best case for mods on Xbox One is end of May, early June. Worst case, it gets pushed back to June. Mod support on PS4 should be due by the end of June or early July at best. That's also tentative for the same reasons as the Xbox One. It depends on everything else, or at least that's how they frame this timeline so far. Worst case is that it gets pushed into late July. That would really suck. Finally, we have Far Harbor, and this is due by the end of May. This is pretty much guaranteed. I highly doubt they'll miss their target on this. Best case, of course, is that it comes out sooner in May than later. Anyways, guys, this was the timeline that Todd Howard laid out to us back in February, and they pretty much stuck to it except for this, creation kit, and I don't think this is coming out tomorrow. I could be surprised, and you will see a video here if it does come out tomorrow, but I do anticipate this is going to kind of take a little bit longer, and it might push things back a little bit. It might shift everything back, and so that's really how I'm thinking about it right now. But I'd like to hear from you guys. When do you anticipate survival mode, creation kit, and console mods to release? Are you thinking this stuff is going to get pushed way back, or it's going to come out a little sooner, maybe exactly on time? And also, what about Far Harbor? Do you think since, Wasteland Workshop came out earlier in April, do you think Far Harbor is due earlier than, in May, or maybe a little bit later? Share all of what you're thinking in the comment section below. Alright guys, today we looked at an updated timeline for the upcoming content for Fallout 4, and next time we will cover more Fallout on my channel, so stay tuned for Fallout 4 tips and tricks videos. If you learned something new, remember to hit that like button, I would really appreciate it, and don't forget to subscribe for more survival mode coverage, Wasteland Workshop DLC coming on Tuesday, hope you guys are excited for that, and general tips and tricks videos. Talk to you guys next time, peace.